week at Bungo. This week we're preparing for our big showcase event later this month, detailed in an earlier twab. We're working with the community for a nifty new exotic, detailing what's next for Iron Banner Season 18, announcing Rift coming back to regular Crucible, and giving one last call for glowy glamour goodness with the Solstice event that's nearing its end. As we've already mentioned, we're not going to be dropping any major news between now and August 23rd showcase. That doesn't mean we don't have anything to chat about. For this week, we're keeping things a little lighter, so let's start with the good old Saladin, Valis Forge. Isn't it Brachus Forge? More Iron Banners on the way next season. This means Sans Rift. To talk about what's next on the horizon, we've got principal designer Alan Blaine here to dive a little deeper into what's next in Iron Banner and Crucible realms. Take it away, Alan. Hi everyone, now that Iron Banner is wrapped for Season of the Haunted, let's talk about what we learned, blah blah blah. As for what's new in Season 18, let's talk about streaks. When we started working on Season 18's Iron Banner, well before we launched Rift, we knew we wanted to come back to something more familiar after a season of objective-based gameplay. Some of you have been asking to play Clash in Iron Banner for a while, so we decided to start there. With that aside, we still needed that Iron Banner twist, the thing that makes it feel unique. Core Vision started with a conversation sounded like, what if you went on kill streaks, Saladin shouted, "He's on fire," and lit you on fire. And maybe when you got a kill, he shouted, "Boom shakalaka." And from that chaotic conversation, Eruption was born. What is Eruption? Eruption is Clash with energy boost based on kill streaks. It was affectionately called Mayhem Streak, or Streak Mayhem internally before we gave it a real name. During Eruption, killing your opponent scores 1 point and the normal amount of energy. After that, when you get your second elimination in a row without dying, assist counts too, you become Surging. You start lightly glowing. Kills start generating 10% super energy and 20% grenade, melee, and class. You score 3 points per kill. When you get a 5th kill without dying, you become Primed. You begin glowing brightly. Your team goes on the hunt. Everyone on the team gains 5% super and 10% grenade, melee, and class. You now gain 12% super and 5% grenade, melee, and class energy per kill. You score 3 points per kill. Sounds great, right? Who wouldn't want to be primed? Well, you also have a 15-second timer on you. If the timer reaches 0, you erupt. Erupting kills you, which resets your streak and ends the hunt. Getting a kill resets the eruption timer back to 15 seconds. You are then marked for both teams so everyone can see right where you are. The other team gets 3 points for killing you. Choices. More than one player can be primed at a time. We're excited to get Eruption into everyone's hands, and we hope it continues to illustrate our desire to bring you new and unique experiences to Crucible and Iron Banner. One of the things we learned with Rift this season is if we have a brand new mode, like the most recent iteration of Rift, introducing it to everyone in a high focus environment first highlights inevitable issues that any multiplayer game has. Instead, we're going to be moving forward with a zone control plan, introducing it as low pressure Crucible labs first to make sure it performs well, or it performs as intended in a real world setting. Then and only then do we bring the new Iron Banner mode, albeit with a unique twist. We will definitely come back to controller Rift for Iron Banner in the future, but expect a familiar mode with a unique experience in Season 19. In the meantime, let's talk Rift. So here's the thing, I'm happy that they're finally doing a new game mode after however many years. That's cool. But it also goes against their philosophy of not wanting games to snowball. Because this is literally snowball the game mode. The more kills you get, the more energy you get. And the more super you get, the more juice you get. I'm just a little confused. Like, it sounds fun, but it's kind of a unique idea though. So this is next season, right? Rift won't be in Iron Banner in Season 18, but that doesn't mean this game mode is gone forever. Most of you will be happy to hear that Rift will now have more standard overtime rules. For those who may not know what exactly that means, overtime is added Added time put back on the clock to give teams a shot at breaking any tie that may be in place. It also gives us Titans a fair shake to just go ham with those Fury hammers and hope for the best. Season of the Haunted ushered a new era of Iron Banner, starting with Rift. While the week had a rocky start, by the end, many players were starting to develop new tactics and strategies for the mode. And the weekend games were some of the closest and well played. Then the second week rolled around and most of the bugs and everyone had a great time, right? We know that change can be hard, especially unexpected change. Communicating changes that don't know will work out, communicating future plans that there's no hard date, and balancing between opposing player bases all contribute to the complexity of the PvP verse in Destiny 2. So this is a wonderful conundrum we are committed to. For now, this is what we're happy to share with players, and a lot of this information is going to be exciting for many of you. This is some fun data. 1.5 million players played at least one match of Rift, and over 300k of you managed to reset your rank. The community was also able to expose some flaws made in the mode. We've already had a number of fixes go live in Rift, and making it so the games ended properly if the spark was dunked late, or that if the spark could always be picked up. We also made a few tuning changes, such as we added 3-score mercy rule, as well as when we dropped the base mode time to 8 minutes. The number of matches that fully went to time dropped by 10%, and we went into having no mercy criteria to third of matches ending in mercy. One of my favorite things about the new era of Iron Banner is the new rules we're going to be bringing in each season. While Rift won't be an Iron Banner next season, it will be a weekly rotator in Crucible, available to play week 1, 8, and 14. There's your answer. The season's going to be at least 14 weeks. How many days is that? So I'm just a little confused though. If there's a weekly rotator, what else is rotating for 7 weeks? Whatever it was, the 1.3 or 1.5 million players playing at least one match of Rift. Bro, do you know how many playlists you could populate with 1.5 million people? For future seasons, explorations of 3v3 Rift. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Bungie. This cannot happen until new maps happen. None of your maps are built for 3v3 Rift. Allows use of smaller maps like Wormhaven. It doesn't matter. Like this is Burnout. So this is outside, out here. They would maybe put like a rift here, or they'd put it in this corner, and then they would put it in an opposite corner. So whichever way you want to do that. The outside lane, you have this lane, and you have this lane. So when you're objectively going for a slam, you're really only going to challenge either this one or this one if it's this slam. I mean, again, it's possible, but when you only have 3 people, you're dedicating one person to each lane, and it's going to be very, very passive on a map like that. Further measures to discourage overt kill farming. That comes with just people wanting to win. We're excited about the new weapons and other gear on the way, but we think that it's time for a few familiar pieces of equipment to get a makeover. Even better, we want you to decide which ornaments become a reality. Even better than that, the designs behind the proposed ornaments will be created by an artist from our community of Destiny 2 players that are pure magic when it comes to the game, bringing the game into the real world through art. This is something I've been asking them to do for years. Outsourcing to your community is the smartest thing you can do, and it's cool to get them involved. This makes me so fucking happy to read this finally. That is finally a big Bungie W. Because now you can allocate those people who would normally work on this stuff to do something else in the game. So how does this work? First off, we're leaving it up to you, to the community, to pick up an exotic that gets a community created ornament. We have 3 options for you to vote on via email. Okay, I don't know about via email, pal. How about you do an in-game survey? How about that? Okay, that Bungie W isn't looking as strong anymore. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. Dude. Bruh. Okay, listen, guys. Oh my god. Dude. Bungie, come on, man. Come on, bro. Really? Who the fuck is using these 2 things, man? We just got the best Arbalest ornament of all time. Maybe we should start the meme. Rat King gang rise up. I think we should get everybody to vote on Rat King. If you could do one of these every month, It would be so cool for your community. It would be so cool. Maybe once a season. If you want to start once a season, cool. The Rat Pack must assemble, dude. Once the Spiffy Exotic has been selected, we will be working with the chosen community artists as we help them create 3 different weapon ornament concepts. Once we have 3 that are viable to be made into ornaments, we will have another community vote so that you can pick on your personal favorite. The winner will be approved and made into a weapon ornament in the game, and then bam, new look, new you. This will be the first community created item that makes it into game, and we were really excited to see how it plays out. We have picked an artist out, so please don't feel the need to start any campaigns on whom we should pick. We also aren't asking them to do this work for free, and we'll be paying them just like when we work with other external concept artists. Yeah, I just really think the event card needs to change. And I'm just like, again, I don't have any problem paying $160 a year because that comes out to a little over $10 a month. And let's be honest, most people spend more than that on their OnlyFans subscriptions every month. So it's whatever. But like, that's still a lot of money. And is it? Here's the thing: are we getting more content in turn?